For the technique of the week, we're going to look at the mukjang. Mukjang, it's a great piece of equipment. I've had the opportunity to train on both the mukjang and what's called a makiwara. Makiwara is from Okinawan karate. Basically, it's a post that you punch. Of the two, and I really do kind of love both of them, but of the two, I think I prefer the mukjang, just because of the fact that it's so versatile and it can be so many things all at the same time. Just to give you a quick understanding of what it is, these arms aren't necessarily actually three arms coming at you, as you can imagine. Not too many three-armed people in the world. But what they are different directions of force, basically. So at any given time, or as I say to my students, in each moment that you're doing something, you're kind of freezing time. So this arm could be the direction of a blow, of a force, or it could also just be the same distance as between my shoulder and my elbow, or between my elbow and my hand. So it can be a whole lot of different things. We're not going to get too fixated on that right now, and for this video we're not going to look at any of the Junfen Gung Fu mukjang sets. What I'm going to show you is a few techniques that you can practice on it, and you can go from there. Traditionally, the mukjang sets, by the way, were the last thing that you learned in your Wing Chun. So I don't teach it that way to my students through our JKD, Junfen Gung Fu classes. I have basically been teaching bits and pieces of the mukjang as they go on. So without further ado, what we're going to talk about here is what I call the aggressive pak sao. Okay, so what the aggressive pak sao is basically, it's the idea of both hitting and punching at the same time. So I'll just give you an example of what it looks like, and then I'll talk it through. So if this is the arm that's coming at me, this is the aggressive pak sao. So I'm basically coming through the arm and hitting, right? That's it. Too many people in their work towards getting a pak sao get into the habit of when somebody punches, they make the hand go down. Right? Get it out of the way and then hit. In JKD, what we want to do is we want to come through it, right? So we want to really cut into the arm. So we're using our arm going into their arm, and this hand that's blocking, it's really just pushing the hand in the same direction or the opposite direction of the force. So it's not a downward angle, it's actually going back the same way, right? So for the sake of this drill, the aggressive pak sao drill, like I call it, all you're going to do is you go in here like this, then you go to the inside, you punch in, inside you punch in, outside you punch on the outside. So that's it. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll notice I'm not actually connecting with the mukjang, and I'm going about medium speed for the sake of the video. But what you want to do is be aggressively coming in. So if you're coming in with all the aggression to get through the arm, which is the feeling that you want, as your arm is cutting into the mukjang's arm, if I hit the mukjang at the same time, I'm really going to hurt my hand, okay? So what I say to my students is either don't hit it or open your hand as you come in. So like that, right? But it's a lot harder to get yourself synchronized right, and it's a lot smaller space, so I prefer just that. Okay? Now, I'll give you another little drill you can do. It's what I basically say to the students, work your entries. Okay? So you get a little bit of an extra thing for this today. So once you practice these, what I encourage you to do is work on all your different entries. So you have an outside entry, a split entry, you can do your reverse entry, go to the other arm, you can come in with gunting to what would be the bicep, then do a cover and a hit. Right? And then you can just go to the other side and do the same thing. Okay? So there's a lot of different things you can do. Maybe in some more of the video series we'll go over more of the Junfen Gung Fu mukjang sets. But for today, that's what I'd like you to look at. So be efficient and be effective and be direct on the mukjang. That's what we're looking at with the aggressive pak sao drill.